do some writing, guys. Man, it's been a week. I got so many things that I'm about to start working on for the channel. I'm very excited for all the things that I'm about to work on with me and my son and my friends and my fiance and my daughter. Like, all the things I'm about to be working on, I'm super excited for. We're about to, yeah, me and my editor. Look, sip Starbucks coffee. Okay, all right. Let me not get too excited. I am too excited already. Let me calm down. Today is Lineage of Lincoln Lexx. I'm enjoying writing this section. But let's see what we've done so far, because one, I'm going to start writing shorter chapters for Lexx. All of our chapter breaks are just going to be full chapters from here on out, just because we're going to get to the point where we catch up on of Omens and Omnis and Lexx eventually, if we just keep, if it takes me 3 weeks to write one chapter. So, because honestly, those chapters were like 6,000 words. I was probably putting like, I want to say 4 to 6 hours a day into writing these chapters and getting them the way that I wanted. But it's okay. It's okay. Even if I have to double down on Omens and Omnis and Lineage of Lincoln Lexx by maybe doing 300 words a day in each of them, and then on their days finishing out those chapters. So each week they do have, because at 300 words a day by 7, I do 2,100, and then okay, 2,100, and then like maybe 1,500 on their day on top of that. So that's closer to the chapter size. I mean, it's not 6,000. I mean, if I did 500 a day and did, so that'd be 3,500 in 7 days, and then another 4 or 5. Yeah, that's closer. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. Huh? Oh my god! I
End stream button.
Oh my god! I be forgetting. I be getting so excited, guys. I know I need a checklist. I need a checklist for the beginning of stream.
Finder, Safari. Pages, Google Chrome. 7. No copyright music pop. Top 20 new pop songs 2020. Streamlabs desktop. Stream Google Chrome. Chrome. 7. Now in. Who's using Chrome? Now in. 7. AudioBookAnime group. You are currently on a group. YouTube at Book Guide. Visit it. Skip navigation. Update pro. Play posts. Search. Lay popular. Oldest. Level 2. Link. AudioBookAnime. Lineage of Lincoln Lexx Ep number 8. A Royal Road Story. Complimentary YouTube video player group.
Okay. You should be able to comment now, guys. So, welcome. I really need to get, that's the one thing that I'm most excited for, is getting an overlay made, so that whenever people come into the live stream, they know, hey, I'm blind. It's, kind of nice to enter somebody's home and say hello, greet people, say what's good, but I'm hoping it does cause people to feel more comfortable to comment and, let me know. Because honestly, when I'm writing, man, I get so hyper fixated that I lose you guys, because I'm not really talking about what I'm writing. And that's what I'm trying to, right now, I'm literally trying to form a habit with you guys in real time. Write a little bit, talk a little bit, write a little bit, try to engage, get you guys to comment, get you guys to feel safe in this environment that we're building to cultivate writing. Yes. I mean, anything positive I want involved here. Yeah. Anything that's going to bring good inspiration, good vibes. I know that my writing is very violent and can be gruesome and bloody in some instances, but for the most part, it is always about overcoming something internal. May it be, a disability or a disadvantage or a diagnosis or whatever it might be. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Let's
Streamlabs Finder, Safari. Pages. Pages. Pages has no windows.
Actually,
Google Chrome. Streamlabs Finder. Finder. Death Wish. Voiceover output request. Now in. .0. Whip. Folder. Horizontal scroll bar. Musical project. Lineage of Lincoln. Gallery view. Volume 1. Why Humans Don't Get. Gallery view. Collection. 0. Forgetting the Future. 1. 2, 3. 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 8, 9, 12. Character list for LLL. 20. Aura of the Earth. Character list for LLL. Pages document. At 20. Or pages. Now in. 20. Window sharing session button. Button. Pages. Has new. Formatter. Vertical document. Layout area. In page 2 summary. Page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6, page 8, page 8. In page 8. Summary. Don't get too excited. You need to be able to get to the bloody cards first, idiot. Lincoln increased the rate of fire of his shots, even while trying to pump more mana into each missile as fast as he could before charging the bolt anymore. Speech muted.
He had to admit it to himself.
Yo,
Something was
hold on,
changing.
You're not about to.
Riker couldn't put a
Oh, you do me like that.
20.
It's funny.
Aura of the Earth. Lincoln was absolutely terrified. Why? Because Vega had sent Chip with him for more reasons than not wanting to give up Antonio, she'd also wanted him to be limited in what he could use. No camera meant far more opportunities to let loose as run to black. With camera meant Lincoln could truly only use 2 skills, Affinity Gate and his meager abilities with his dagger. A weapon that he had yet to embrace using while actively engaging with others in the few battles he'd lived through so
Speech
far,
unmuted.
especially
Actions
while
available.
being in his alternate
Copy.
20. Aura.
Page 8, body 20. End of new line. Out of page 7, body, page, header, group, header, body, page 6 of 8. Edit text, insertion on word, drop, between characters, tag, body, page, body, he peeked out. And we're looking every aspect of the hologram. New line. Going said to look. We're looking every aspect. New line. New line. Nothing came out. Good. New line. Horizontal ellipsis. Actions available. Format text quickly by voiceover jumping to the formatter. You are currently on a text area inside of a page. To enter text in this area, type body capital Omega. Body capital Omega. New line. New line. Horizontal ellipsis. On. Body the. Selected body other new selected body. The projectile struck with such force that Lincoln was knocked cleanly off the roof. Speech muted.
All right. Let's see if this works.
On the other side of the portal, Lincoln rolled to his feet and immediately adorned his armor. His hands came up, and he almost began to fire, until his eyes took in the stone city before him. "Yo, Vega, can you still hear me?" asked Lincoln with a happy cackle. "Yes, but barely, assuming you made it inside." "Yes, why didn't you tell me I was about to run into a populated city?" Lincoln began to move, hoping that the stealth offered by his cloak would be enough to give him the upper hand in any potential interactions, may the populace be friend or foe. "You're in a trialed instance, Lincoln. It is a replica of the world. The portal is actually connected to. Kill." His Bond's words simply came to a stop. The thrum felt when they normally communicated gone, just as a strange sound reached Lincoln's ears. He slowed his run to a jog, and came to a stop at the next intersection within the back streets he ran on. He peeked out and saw the reason for his belief at a distance, why he'd thought the place had been populated. What looked like stone mannequins waved at one another as they walked by. Some sat inside what looked like restaurants, and others even seemed to be driving some sort of strange stone wagons that used spheres as tires instead of wheels. Well, isn't this just a pleasant sight? He stepped out and moved closer, wanting to get a better view, just as a group of 5 began to pass the opening to the alleyway, 3 coming from one direction, as another 2 came from the opposing side on the same side of the street, just in front of where he now stood. One turned their head and stopped completely, and Lincoln stopped moving. As did the other 4, immediately nearest to the one that had looked at Lincoln. Only it moved, walking up to the corner of the building that framed the alley he stood within, chipping a bit of stone from the perfectly smooth structure, and tossed it directly at Lincoln. Oh, shit. He ducked the whistling projectile, cursing aloud as it whizzed just past his face. A stinging pain blooming at his cheek. Fuck! Then Lincoln realized just how much trouble he was truly in when the other 4 began to move. One broke down the stone of the building to the other side of the alley and began magically forcing the stone to shift its form into whatever it needed. The arming of the now party of 5 only taking a handful of seconds. Hells no! Lincoln raised both his hands and began to fire, dozens of missiles of death streaking forward in a bloom of energy seeking attacks. The mannequins all moved like they'd done this before to Lincoln. The one in the front simply destroyed more building and constructed a tower shield from debris. While the 3 closest stepped behind the first, only one of the 4 struck by Lincoln's attack. The stone humanoid was obliterated, and a small brown stone dropped from its chest before it bursted, and a swirl of energy transformed into a floating card. Lincoln stopped firing, staring at the card a moment, before he looked over to the group now stationed behind 3 tower shields, and additionally supported by 2 more of their kind. Man, you guys suck. I'm in here by myself, and you're just going to gang up on me like this. 2 spears were volleyed over the top of the shield wall, and Lincoln moved, feeling that if he didn't do something quickly, he was going to be overwhelmed. His mind returned to what he thought about when he'd been surrounded by enemies on all sides not too long ago just outside the portal. He'd thought he'd be able to entirely set the course of the battle if he was free to use his abilities. So what's your excuse now, dumbass? He had none. The voice in his mind knew it, and so did he. So what did he do in that moment? He cackled in laughter and began to charge a missile of death, forced to dodge more spears as the group of tactically moving mannequins pushed their formation into the alleyway toward him. He summoned a portal at his back and stepped through it, reappearing standing atop the building to the other side of the alley from the now broken wall being used as an assembly line. What? Where the hells did all those other ones come from? A dozen or more now stood behind the first 3 shield bearers. Some ducked and held knives, others held maces, and a few even wielded what was most likely some sort of crossbow. Lincoln wondering how the device was created with all stone parts. The magic in his hands grew melon-sized. So much energy crackling between his fingertips that the magic's intensity grew to the point of an audible discharge. Black lightning arcing off the attack as he lifted it overhead. Hope this works. He flung the attack down, his yell alerting the mannequins below. Practically the entire group looked up at once, and Lincoln was moving a fraction of a second before the crossbow bolts began to ping off the ledge of the building up at him. The attack struck the ground and exploded, knocking all those in the center of the group backward. The mannequins there disintegrating, while those on the outer edges of the group were smashed into the stone walls of the 2 buildings they stood between. Then Lincoln knew he wasn't in for a good time, as even more of the stone men rushed into the alleyway, holding ladders. The mannequins were climbing the side of the building with such a rapid pace that Lincoln didn't even attempt to fire on them, completely dazzled by the efficiency of his enemy. He ran along the rooftop, beginning to fire down when the numbers became alarming. He shot at the bases of the ladders being used, destroying their climbing tools, further firing on all the falling mannequins. The amount of cards on the ground and floating in the air above the dead monsters made Lincoln start to cackle again. Don't get too excited. You need to be able to get to the bloody cards first, idiot. Lincoln increased the rate of fire of his shots, even while trying to pump more mana into each missile as fast as he could, before charging the bolt any more caused his missile count to drop. What is that, like 10 solid shots a second? He shot at everything that moved, teleporting from roof to roof as he did so, only to be struck by a spear that collided from the far side of the roof he ran atop of. The projectile struck with such force that Lincoln was knocked cleanly off the roof.
Speech end of the projectile struck with such force that Lincoln was knocked cleanly off the roof. F. Roof period. Space. T R Y G trying T O 2 J I K P R O F I C E N Y proficiency D T A with A E E I his space his J T E gate T ability ability comma space O Lincoln T E P R T E D teleported teleported comma T E P P I G stepping R E E free of space of A E X T exit G A T E gate space gate comp space S P E A D H spreading A I his R arms D E wide A S A I E he R E D fired T into T E G E P group T A T that A E he double net D E A D behind space behind period new tab bottom left Y O U U T A N can't think Y U U A E R N U A enough R 4 M E me space me comma me exclamation right double new tab A E A E D cackle U A T R laughter space laughter period space
Here, I don't know if I should switch perspectives to have Chip or Antonio come in and see Runt of Black and kind of just be like, do we think that's him? Is Runt of Black also in here? Should we chase him around as Chip and Antonio? Good idea. But kind of too immediate after they just saw Lincoln go through the portal, I think. I think that's too much of a... So... I wonder what I do here. I think I'm going to go to Vega.
period laughter period space Lincoln space link swiftly G grabbing one many cards space cards floating air B above the double now D dead at stone at monster space monsters period new la tab asterisk STONE stone MANI manipulation space manipulation space 0 hyphen space TAS this E space basic D card ALW allows it's WIELDER wielder 2 NIPUTE manipulate at stone itself space itself period space space, period. Itself, period. Space. B. E. Double A. R. E. Beware. Space. Beware. Beware, comma. Many. E. Have. E. Walked. A. Through. O. I. D. Solid. At. E. Stone. Space. Stone. B. T. But. Many. E. More. E. Have. R. U. N. Run. D. R. Walk. Dry. Mana. A. Within. T. A. The. E. D. E. S. Endless. D. P. T. A. Depths. Of. E. R. Mother. G. I. A. I. Misspelled J. I. A. I. G. Space. R. R. Mother. G. G. A. I. A. Gaia. Space. Beware. Many have walked through solid stone, but many more have run dry of mana within the endless depths of Mother Gaia. Gaia's in E. R. Never. T. O. To. E. T. R. In. Return. Space. Return, period. New tab. A. E. S. T. A. E. D. Stash. T. E. G. A. R. D. Card. A. D. N. G. R. I. N. E. D. Grin. Space. Grin. N. E. I. G. Space. Continuing. T. O. To. R. E. Fire. Space. Fire, comma. Comma. Fire. E. E. Even. D. A. E. Y. T. E. P. P. I. G. Stepping. A. W. R. D. Backward. I. N. Into. O. T. E. R. Another. P. R. T. A. Portal. Space. Portal. New line. Period. 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 New tab. T. T. Quotation mark. T. A. E. R. E. There. I. Is. N. O. No. W. A. Way. W. E. Weeps. A. N. Can. A. R. D. Afford. L. T. A. This. Space. This right double quotation marks. A. I. D. Said. D. A. R. K. Dark. Period. Period. Dark. A. D. N. V. H. A. Vega. A. I. G. H. E. D. Side. Space. Side, period.
Okay, so this is what I'm deciding. I'm going to give us a little bit of relief by giving us a little bit more of what the other characters are doing, because I did want to have a very mixture between Lincoln doing like all of the physical, I'm not all, but a lot of the physical activity, while Vega was in the background inside of one of Lincoln's. If you haven't been following the series, his nanobot Bond is inside of one of his risen skeletons, and because she's inside one of his risen skeletons, instead of the body dying like it should and, you know, growing old and gross and looking like a skeleton or a zombie or whatever it is, its heart's still beating, its lungs are still moving, she's blinking, she's breathing, everything is working fine. So that is the premise of this necromantic story, is that it's a necromancer army that's growing, but you don't know it because they all look alive. They all technically are alive, but they died first. So yeah, it's gonna be. I got this crazy idea for a storm attack, where just all of it. Look, I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy. By the end of this book, if anybody remembers this moment, they're gonna go, "Oh my God! If I would have known that's what he had planned for this character, I would have been a diehard from the beginning." And that's okay. You'll all get there. You'll all get there. Trust. Because this is definitely not my weak to strong MC. Right now, I don't really think I have too much of a weak to strong. I have some characters that are very... they're overpowered, but since they're not aware of it, they're not capable. They're very Superman before he knew he could fly with the energy. Like, I don't really believe I can do that. And then Zod, like, slapped him around a little bit and was like, hey, man, you ain't doing what you should. And then he started to fly, you know? That's how it goes. There's a lot of different Superman learning how to fly issues. So, I guess there's going to be a lot of issues with my characters learning how to do amazing things as well. So, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It is fine.
There is no way we can't afford all of this, said Dark. And Vega sighed. Period. Side period. Period. Side period. Space. H D sheet. H U begun. To D. Dub draw. Space. Draw. P map of H T E D wanted. R what everything D sheet D E S E D described to all of the space the space the Q U A R T E R quarter E D R I P leadership D N I E T R investors space investors period new tab left double quotation mark W A Y question right double quotation mark new tab D A R K dark K E D looked to E R her T E R brother D U E do comma N G E T E D gestured W R D toward E the E X T R A V G T extravagant D R A W G drawing O F space drawing E them space them period new tab quotation mark T A S this left guy A has T got two E B H fucking A D madman bro space bro comma space A D E I G design I like A this A has T two E B T E the T internals T biggest O M bomb E I E R ever E scene comma space O do U E C E large formation is space is comma space me space me hells 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 comma space E R U R E T parents formation masters E something space something right double new tab V G A Vega D D E D nodded A B E N T N D E D L absent-mindedly absent S E R her real A E T parents A D had A actually E been V R verit E T E D talented formation masters space masters period new tab left what A space N G T amongst other G things space things period right double quotation new tab bottom left double quotation mark T R sister comps think we are going have faith here space here said D U K E do comma realized that each Vega wasn't going to speak up Y any U F space any U R further space further period period further new tab B O E before T E them W was A S K E T A sketch O so P-R-E-S-T perfect N-S-A-E scale T that E the O-L-O-G-R-N hologram T that S-C-A-N-E-D scan I-T it's D-I-M-E-T-I-N-S dimensions two make E-E-N-E-S-T exact O-P copy the P camp A-S it A was it now D-N-A-S V-H Vega I-N-E-D envisioned I-T-S could E-B A with T-T-R utter E-A-E-Ease space Ease period new tab what normally R-E-N-D-R-G rendering renderings using A I W D would T E take A much E more T O 2 I P T implement space implement space T that was T without the the right T L Y T catalyst 4 T it's E D R renders space renders period new tab T A with D E T E D detail V H Vega D head D A W drawn A each B D G building space building comp R D G bridge bridge T E R tower tower comma N E E even T E the S T R E E T S streets T T that N E T E D connected T E the I N T R A S Y Y E misspelled intricacies E I S A R T N I space the I N T R A C A E intricacies. With how detailed Vega had drawn each building, bridge, tower, and even the streets that connected the intricacies. Space. Intricacy W what E E E D expected what E the W twins space. With how detailed Vega had drawn each building, bridge, tower, and even the streets that connected the intricacies of what was expected by the twins. Twins. T B U D build space build comps E Y D they'd R A T practically E E bin G E given A T E P step Y T E P step A I D E hide E D I H G U D E guide space guide period new tab left double quotation mark body D and T don't space don't A D A G sandbag T O O 2 A R D hard D A R K dark comps A R E R I L L A T A actually B G I begin T O 2 E L E E believed T that Y any this is N A 6 actual E H E challenge U D your B O O R O T E R brother space brother period body right new tab H A Vega O O E D L P T O 2 E E C T the Y U H young H smiling at A R her comma A D N H O L E D roll E R her E Y E as period new tab left double quotation mark M what yeah my K Wakaki T R sister K K like this D easy what way wet space but I'm having it, comma, space. W what is this section here space. Here question mark body right new tab. D U K E Duke P T E D pointed D toward space toward A series T E E T streets H T that space that Duke pointed toward a series of streets that space that D space that's D E I N design W was far E more looping then even A R T art. Duke pointed toward a series of streets that's design was far more looping than even art. Space. Art. Could claim. Necessary. Space. Net. N. V. H. A. Vega. P-E-D. Pursed. A-R-S. Lips period. New tab. Left double quotation mark. I-T, it's A-A-G-A-T-E-R-N, gathering, A-R-A, array, A-D-N-A-N-C-R-R, anchor, E-D, use, T-2, D-R-A, double draw, I-N-N, E-N-R-E-E-D, unrefined, E-E-R, energies, A-D-N-F, E-R-T, convert, A-E-M, into usable energies space energies comma space it's space it's at best have these types arrays T2 D I diminish the string barriers period. Right double quotation mark. Right double quotation mark. But new line tab. D A R dark D D E D knotted cuts E E eyes G going D E Y A he T R T E D starts 2 E E C T A E the T R E true D E G design what E D space R E space him space him period 11 point Helvetica Noi align natural.
Yeah. So, I'm thinking Vega has an ultimate goal because a lot of this, she's afraid that they're not going to survive because she knows what's going to come. Like, she's done a smaller scale version of this entire ritual that all these youths are a part of. For most part, what's supposed to happen is they do the sacrifice ceremony for their city. All of these kids are sent into this portal. They either prove themselves or they die. That's how it's supposed to go. What actually happens, and what's been happening for like eons now, is that rich families are sending their kids in there to get the benefits and the achievements of all the hard things that you can do in one of these rituals and ceremonies, and this secret dimension that is created when they do this sacrifice ceremony, and they're leaving. So they get all this energy and all these boons and all of these benefits, and then before things get too difficult, they use their pretty much their connections to more powerful families and more people with more understanding of the laws of the universe. And they pretty much break out of this dimension by using these teleportation gates, these different arrays, and things like that. So a secret that we have is that what we're going to reveal right now is that, you know, Dark and Duke, the twins that are helping Vega build all these crazy things that she's about to build, they see a secret away and they're like, oh my God, it's going to be making everybody stronger. The whole time it's going to be bringing in energy to everybody. This is going to be great, blah, 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 blah. Everybody's going to get stronger. But in reality, it actually does a lot of different other things. One of which is create a training dimension for them to go in where the gravity is crazy different. Another one that it does is a storage for energy for different weaponry that she's going to build in secret. But the final one, the biggest ordeal of these arrays that she's weaving into the literal streets of the dimension that they're stuck in and the grounds that they're building on, is an anti-teleportation grid. So anybody that's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna skate when things get difficult, these bosses are gonna come and they're like, we're not helping you fight those, we're leaving. And they try to skate, nothing happens. Portals don't open, nothing happens. She's like, so y'all was gonna leave, so now that big monster right there that's about to step on everything that you built up and you felt was safe is gonna do that to y'all. Good luck. So, we'll see. We'll see how we reveal these things. Okay? We'll see. I don't know. I got a lot of plans for it. A lot of plans for it.
Dark nodded, his eyes going wide as he started to see the true design of what was laid out before him. Period. New tab. Bottom left double quotation mark. I. S. Is. T. A. I. This. E. Massive. R. E. N. T. T. Refinement. Formation. Space. Right double. New tab. D. U. E. Duke. S. Q. E. E. D. Squeak. N. N. D. E. Z. E. E. U. Q. Q. U. E. E. D. Squealed. N. E. X. C. T. 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 Excitement. A. S. A. His. N. D. Mind. P. E. D. G. E. T. All together. The. P. I. C. Pieces. Of. W. T. What? V. Vega. W. Y. D. G. Doing. Space. Doing. Period. New tab. Left double quotation mark. A. N. G. T. Amongst. O. T. E. Other. T. A. G. S. Things. Period. 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 Right double. New tab. Bottom left double quotation. I'll. A. E. P. T. Accept. T. E. The. T. First. O. E. One comes. B. T. But. You. You'll. E. T. O. T. E. P. Explain. Your. D. Word. T. That. E. Time, comma, space, and can't. E. B. N. T. A. The. D. A. Dark. D. N. K. K. Not. No. T. What? I'm. B. I. L. D. G. Space. Building, comma, body right. D. Said. D. A. Dark. Space. Dark. D. N. Each. Vega. N. D. Front. U. P. Up. A. T. A. R. Her period. New tab. Left double quotation mark. W. What? T. That. U. P. E. D. Suppose. T. To. E. B. U. N. N. What? Funny. Space. Funny, comma. A. M. Comma. Space. W. L. Well, comma. Space. Y. E. Yes. T. It's. F. F. R. E. T. Refinement. G. T. E. Gate. Space. Gate, comma. Space. T. It's. L. Also. A. T. R. A. Training. D. O. N. Dominion. Full. G. A. T. Gravity. Space. Gravity, comma. Space. A. Which. D. L. Will. A. P. Help. A. D. A. N. C. Advancement. D. A. T. Drastically. All. D. Within. T. E. The. Walls. Space. Walls, comma. B. T. But. E. Above. All. E. Else. it's generator 4 weapon that I'll be build if the we manage store enough energy space. Energy period. Body right double quote new tab. Left double quotation mark. Left double what p type weapon space weapon right double quote ed est duke duke period. New tab. Vega. Look in between siblings space siblings period. Periods back 2 the hologram the d advanced the town each felt only the start what d could true achieve with in Lincoln's help space help period. New tab. Left double quotation. Oh, no. Space. No. For real. What? Type of. Weapon. G talking. Here. Space. Here comes. Like. Mana. Tourette. Space. Tourette, comma. Space. Oh, no. Space. Oh. Oh, no. Space. No comma. R. E pressure. Barista. B. Ballista. Space. No, for real, what type of weapon we talking here? Like a monoturret? No. Pressure ballista. Header. Pressure. No. Turret. Not ballista. End of A. Body. End of text body. Ballistic right. D. Est. D. Dark. Space. Dark period. New tab. Left double quotation. O. O. H. Ooh. Comma. Space. E. Maybe. A. Space. A. N. R. L. Orbital. Space. Orbital. B-O-M. B-bomb. Cannon. Space. Cannon question mark. Question cannon. A. K. E. D. Est. Space. Est. Right double quotation. Space. D. U. K. E. Do. Space. Duke. New tab. Left double quotation mark. N. O. No. Comma. T. That's. 2. A. L. L. Chill. 4. R. R. What you master V-I-N misspelled vin here space here comma space it's P-O what probably something like A E R rather E-A-T-A-R space A N E-A-R ether R-I-L rail G-U-N gun space gun cut right D said D-U-K-E Duke E-K-U-A dark H left space laughing period space A-R brother T-E-D started T-2 H-A laugh laugh U-H-I-L until A-E saw H-A Vega smirk space smirk period period smirk new tab quotation mark W T wait wait no double way real space real right double peg new tab V E G Vega K H A K O K E R A D head space head comma space double now space now comma space double comma head period. New tab, left single, in, a, double, not comma, space. What, thinking, of, making, portal, canon, space. In, period, right double quotation mark, new tab, both, twins, froze, place, space, place, comma, space, though, Vega, double, was, entire, serious, each, began, laugh, space, laugh, watching, color, return, faces, of, both, the, siblings, space, siblings, period, new tab, left double quotation mark, double, while, comma, space, had, me, going, for, real, there, space. For, second, space. Second, comma, right, said, dark, space. Dark, period. New tab, left up, yeah, space, yeah, comma, that, would, be, insane, pocket, dimension, space, dimension, comma, space, weed, dead, after, light, 3, uses, of, those, space, those, period. Period. Those, right double quote, new tab. Vega, knotted comma, all, laughter. Dying. Space, dying, from, the, room, s. Shrug, space, shrug, tab, left up, which, why, I'm, building, one, resort, space. Resort, period, right double quotation mark, out of document, 3,776 words, pop-up button. You are currently on a pop-up button. To display a list of options, press Control, Option, Space. Save. Finder. Find 20 or 18. Breach page 19. Becoming a scout. Pages document. Actions available. You are currently on a pages 18, 19. Becoming a scout menu. New folder. Close it 20. Or character list out of gallery view. Gallery and character list for 20. Aura 19. Becoming a scout. Pages document. Actions available. You are currently on a page 20. Aura of the Earth. Image pages 20. Aura of the Earth. Close. Window. In window. Content is empty. Finder. Vol 19. Becoming a scout. Pages document. 18, 19, 20. Or character list for LL 20, 19, 18, 19. Becoming a scout. Pages document. Actions available. You are currently on a pages character list for LLL 20, 19. Becoming a scout. Pages document. Actions available. Menu. New folder. You are currently on a menu out of gallery. Vertical scroll area in scroll empty. Vertical split empty. Scroll area in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 8, 19, 20. Aura of the 19. Become information. Image 19. Pages document information. Created. Saturday, October 18th, 2025 at 1. Modified. Saturday, October. Last opened. Friday. Tags. Tag, edit, last, create, and page, image, 19. Becoming a, pages document, 19. Pages document, 350, Saturday, pages document, 19. Image, 19. Becoming a scout. You are currently on a out of scroll area, vertical gallery view in 20, 19. Becoming a scout.
I don't know why this is not letting me open this. This happens to me all the time. It's like I have to switch between...
9, 8, 5, 4, 22, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 12, 11, 10, 1, 0, 9, 8, 7. Survival of the fittest out of gallery set vertical sidebar, toolbar, in toolbar, icon, list view, select out of tool, vertical scroll area, in date modify, name, 8, 19. 19. Becoming a scout pages document. Name, descent 18. 19. Becoming a scout pages document. 19. Becoming a scout.
Huh? My screen went black? On the stream?
Pages. Name, descending.
Huh? Yeah, because I'm on another page.
Finder.
I'm searching for something to open.
Name, date modify. Name, 18. 19. 18. 19. Becoming a scout. Name, name. You are currently on a voiceover output. Now in 0. Whip, folder. Horizontal scroll bar. Musical lineage of Lincoln Lexx. Gallery view. Collection. Volume 1. Why humans don't get rest. Gallery view. 0. Forgetting. 1, 2, 8, 11, 12, 18. 19. Becoming a scout. Pages document. Actions available. You are currently 18. 19. Menu. New folder. Get info. View. Submenu. Closing menu. 19. Spotlight. C E G. Become A C S O T. Becoming a scout. T S C. Space. Spotlights. A S O T. Scroll collection. Mail. But collection. In section. Top hits. Section. Top hit and compress 19. Compress 19. Becoming a scout. Find 19. Becoming a scout.zip. Image. Actions available. 19. Becoming a scout. Pages document. Actions available. 19. Becoming a scout.zip. Image. Find 19. Becoming a scout.zip. 20. Aura of the year. 19. Becoming a scout.zip. Finder. Volume 1. 19. Becoming a scout.zip. Menu 16. Open. You are currently on a menu item. Arc Finder. 19. Becoming a scout. 5. Pages. Finder. Volume 1. 19. Becoming a scout. 20. 19.
Oh God.
Becoming a scout. 19. Becoming a scout. 19. Becoming a scout. Pages document. 19. Added to selection for items selected. Actions available. You are current menu. New folder. Open with. Remove. Keep downloaded. Move to track. Get info. Move to track. 19. 20. Character list. 20. 19. Becoming a scout.zip. 19. Becoming a scout. Pages doc. 18. 19. Become menu. Open with. Remove. Keep that. Move to track. Get info. Rename. Move to trash. Closing menu. 19. Becoming a scout. Pages document.
This is wild.
Spotlight. Text edit. But becoming a scout. Content select. Tech notes. Microsoft Pages. Menu page. Interact pages. Selection replace scout. Empty. 7 collection. 1 and 39. Pages. 17. Militant militia. 17. 39. 17. 19. Pages document. 376. 18. 19. Becoming a scout. Pages. Window. Menu. 13 items. You are currently in a menu. Footer. Group. Body. In edit. 17. Militant militia. Close. Finder.
Really? That's
Volume
how
1
you feel?
Spotlight. Collection. 1 item. And set 39. 17. 19. Pages. Doc. 18. 19. Becoming a scout. Pages. Body. Page 1 of 5. Edit text. Insertion. Beginning of text body 17. Militant close.
I didn't click 17. See, this is why. Okay, this right here.
Voiceover off.
This is why I be going crazy, because things be working.
Voiceover on.
And then
Screen
they
curtain
don't be
on
working. It'd be like it's the world working against me, but that can't be the case. Sometimes you need to calm down because I'm doing too much, and I don't know. Maybe
Finder.
I am doing too much.
Find no item. Gallery view. Collection. 0. 1. Oppression pages. 3. Opportune pages. 4. Light. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18. Breach page. 19. Becoming a scout. Pages document. Actions available. You are current menu. New folder. Closing menu.
So I run into this problem all the time when whatever.
Out of gallery. No
know,
item.
I
Vertical
guess.
split. Sidebar. Table. Toolbar. Into icon. List. Icon view. Select. Out of tools. Vertical split. Icon view. 0. Forget. 8. 16. 18. 19. Becoming a scout. Pages document. Menu. New folder. Get info. View. As gallery. Closing menu. 20. 19. Becoming a scout. Pages document. Act 19. Becoming a scout. Content selected. Edit text. Volume 1. Why humans don't get rest.
I don't even know. I don't even know why. I literally just opened this just the other day. Why? Why now? Who knows? Because I want to show y'all something. Who knows? I have no idea. I just need a little bit of information so I can write this next section the right way, or end the chapter and start the next chapter the right way. Who knows? But I can't get to my information. Sometimes technology.
18. Breach page 19. Becoming a scout. Page 20. Aura of 19. Becoming a scout. Pages document. Actions available. You are currently on a pages document.
Okay. So, how do I get this to open, TJ?
Out of icon, vertical split sidebar, toolbar, and icon list view, radio select out of tool, scroll area and scroll date mod list view kind, list and list character list for 2019. Becoming pages, document, layout area, 19. Becoming a scout, window. Actions of page 1 out of 5,256 words. Pop up button.
Okay, so see, they were closer to like 5,000 words, dude. 5,000 words. So, let's see how long we've been streaming. At this point, I would have to...
Finder, Google Chrome, Streamlabs desktop, Streamlabs, button, group, end stream, live 1 hour, 2 minutes, group, 2 viewers, group.
See, I would have to literally be on just this story for so long. And realistically, I do have many characters I could be using, many scenes that I could be writing. So I shouldn't be too bent out of shape about this for the most part, because that means on Mondays and Fridays, which is kind of good, because Mondays is probably my least I gotta jump to it day, and Friday is kind of the same way for me in the work week. So if I really do need to put down like 8-hour days on just those 2 stories, I'm not extra mad about it, but excuse me guys, but that does mean I'm gonna have to do quite a bit of work. But today I am out of town and I am kind of tired, so I think I'm gonna just shut it down right here and yeah, maybe get back to it in the morning. Maybe do a bonus stream for you guys with some Link and Lexx. Yeah. But normally I write my Death Wish story in the morning, so I think I'm gonna write some Death Wish, of course, get the next chapter squared away, because I already posted tomorrow's chapter. I got it scheduled, so I need to get Sunday's chapter scheduled for Death Wish to keep at my pace there, because even though I'm writing every day on the live, I'm also writing a chapter for Death Wish in the background as well. And tomorrow is my wild card day, so I might do more Lexx, or I might do more Symphony, or I might do some Oldman Talent, Spell Tank, Drake. Who knows? Who knows who I'm gonna mess with tomorrow? It's a wild card day. Wild card day. I could do a crazy long stream tomorrow just listening to ADI chapters. Aurora Drake Imperial chapters, Life of Aurora Drake Imperial. I could do a crazy long stream, but for the most part, I do have a TV date with my fiance tomorrow, so I don't know how much I'll be able to stream. I don't know. So many restrictions, But it's fun. It's fun. All right, guys.
2 viewers. Group. Live 1 hour. 2 minutes. End stream. Live 1 hour. 5 minutes. Group. 2 viewer. Group. Live. End stream. Button.
What I think... Yeah. I think I'm going to end this for here. Because like I said, I don't want to write tired. Not that I don't want to write tired, because sometimes the best things come out. Like, literally, I wrote an amazing chapter earlier and I was exhausted. Not earlier, but yesterday on the bus. It was crazy. I was literally falling asleep with the keyboard in my hands. It was crazy. But, no. Too much coffee. Need to calm it down. Thank you for coming, guys. I hope you're enjoying the writing. I hope you're writing every day. I hope you're being good to yourselves. I hope your loved ones are inspiring you to write more, and so is your life. I hope they're being supportive of your writing. I hope that you are being good to yourself and pushing yourself and challenge yourself to become a better writer. Please be good to yourselves. Please be good to those who are bringing good vibes and good energy into your life. Continue to do what you need to do to publish your books each and every day. Come back tomorrow for more live, more writing, more practice. We might do some other publishing stuff tomorrow. I'm going to have to take a look at some of the notes that I made today. But for now, we're going to shut it down. I love you guys. Please be good to yourselves. Please continue writing. And I hope the man is with you.